Hi, I'm Kevin Savitz of Antic, the Atari 8-bit podcast. I recently interviewed a man named Richard Lewis who worked at a company called Virtusonics. And Virtusonics made a piece of software for the Atari computers, and he sent me 2 copies of them that have never been opened. And so we're going to unbox them and see what's inside. The software is called Virtuoso Desktop Performance Studio, sometimes just called Virtuoso for short. And this is one of the copies he sent me, which as you can see is still in the shrink wrap. And this was software for the Atari 65XE, 800XL, and 130XE. And it was music composition and graphics making software. And he also sent me another version, which is the preliminary version, which says does not include the telecommunications available in free update. So this is a preliminary version also in shrink wrap, which has not been opened either. So we're going to open both of these right now. I think we'll start with the preliminary version and see what we find inside. It says a Virtuoso software preliminary version includes free $15 CompuServe intro pack for Atari 800XL and 130XE only. It's interesting to note that the later version says it also works in the 65XE as well. So. Okay, so I've never opened this. I noticed that the shrink wrap's already coming off, so I'm going to make my job easy here. I need to remove the shrink wrap. What we find inside says, welcome to the world of Virtuoso from Joseph Lyons, Frank Schwartz, and the entire team who put together the Virtuoso software system. Do it now. You must send in your registration card to receive your free update. Well, might be a little late for that. Here we have the floppy disk in front. We have the user's manual, which is says copyright 1987. This is good size manual. It's stapled and it's many pages. I would say about 100 pages at least. Then we have registration card. Let's see right there. We have a letter. A 1987, dear Virtuoso users, about the preliminary version and updates, last minute updates and stuff. And I will scan all this and put it on the Internet Archive. And here's the CompuServe intro pack that we were promised. You can subscribe online immediately to CompuServe. That's pretty standard. And then user license agreement on the back. So that is what we found in that book. And now we'll switch to the official release version, Virtuoso Desktop Performance Studio. Which is the first time we've seen those words. Before, in the first version, it was just called Virtuoso Software. So I guess they came out with a better name. Try that again. Shrink wrap. Let out that 80s air, as Carrington would say. So, Virtuoso Software, Desktop Performance Studio. And now we're going to open it up, see what we find. Now we have a picture of the Virtuoso Software creative team and some screenshots. And it says the Virtuoso Mindset. Virtuoso Desktop Performance Studio is the first 8-bit software that taps into the potential of computers to give artists, musicians, filmmakers, video artists, and educators a new tool to realize their imaginations. And in here you can see there's a little pouch. I'm just going to pull everything out of the pouch here in order. It's empty. All right, so on the front, first thing we see is a letter from Joseph Lyons Congratulations, I'm sure you'll be delighted with your new Virtuoso software desktop performance studio. Next up, we have the user license agreement in a little envelope, and the envelope is sealed. Shall we open it? Why,
yeah.
Yes, we're going to do that. Now these discs I will archive with a Kyroflux, and those will also be made available on the Internet Archive. Here's Virtuoso Software Desktop Performance Studio. This one says it's serial number 4730. It's Atari version 1.6, which is the only version I've ever really seen referenced online. Next up, we have our registration card again. Next, we have the user's guide. It's pretty thin. It's in 2 parts. Table of contents. Nope, 3 parts. Third part is telecommunications, which apparently was a thing this could do. Anyway, so this will all get scanned as well. There's the back. And then the next book is the telecommunications manual. Kind of confused about the telecommunications part myself, because it seemed like it was graphics and music software. What are they doing with telecom? And finally, we have a thicker book of Virtuoso Software Desktop Performance Studio Technical Reference Manual, which looks like it is about 72 or so pages. And finally, the CompuServe Introductory Subscription book, as we've seen before. All right, now we're back to the outer binder, and that's it. So that's it. That's what happens when you open Desktop Performance Studio from Virtuoso. Thank you for watching. Thank you to my camera person, Camelia. See you next time.